Let's draw a caterpillar with lines. To get started, you'll need a pencil and a piece of paper. Start over at the edge of your paper and draw an oval. It's okay if it's not perfect. Attached or next to, we'll draw just part of an oval. It looks a little more like a C shape, doesn't it? We don't have to draw the other part of the oval. It'll look like our little ovals are connected to make the caterpillar body. Draw nice and big as you do this. Now you might be able to fit a few more spots or a few less on your caterpillar body. Let's give your caterpillar a face. Don't forget eyes, and your eyes can be looking in a different direction or could be cross-eyed if you want to. We'll add a little mouth, and if you'd like, you can add rosy cheeks, but definitely those antennae. Our caterpillar has lots of legs. We can draw our caterpillar like he or she is walking if we add a diagonal line instead of straight lines. And give him a little foot or little shoes. Our next step is to outline our caterpillar in black. Technically, it doesn't have to be black. If you'd rather use colorful markers to trace your pencil lines, you're welcome to do that too. I'm using a Sharpie, and a Sharpie marker doesn't smudge. But regular markers are okay too. Your goal is to color over all of your pencil lines. Notice we're just tracing over them. We're not coloring in anything at this point. Okie doke, let's get rid of all those extra pencil lines that you might see. I know I don't perfectly trace over my pencil lines with my marker, so get rid of those extra little guys. Lines. Lines are all around us, and they're an important part of art. Let's give our caterpillar's body lots of different lines. You can use markers or crayons or colored pencils or whatever supply you would like. Your challenge, can you come up with different lines for each part of the caterpillar's body? I know you can. You got this. Let's see what you come up with. Remember, your lines don't have to match mine. You have very creative brains. Feel free to make it look different than mine using lines. Oh, you may want to give your caterpillar some hair too with some straight lines. Now that we're done with our lines and our markers, I'm switching to crayon to fill in all the details of the caterpillar's body. That includes the cheeks, that includes the body parts, that includes the feet. Feel free to use more than one color inside the body, or you can lightly color over your beautiful lines. Make sure you pick colors that aren't going to completely cover the beautiful lines you just drew. So black, use with caution. That one tends to cover over everything. Also, you may not want to use marker for this part. Crayons are a good choice. Technically, we could be done at this point, but if you want to be super fancy artists, we can add some shading to our caterpillar. This first little body section, I took purple again and pushed really hard just along the edge, just along the curve there. And the next part, I took a darker orange or just pushed really hard with my orange crayon, trying not to break it, to shade in just the edge. Yellow's a little trickier. It's hard to find a dark yellow, so a light orange or a color called yellow orange does the trick. You can keep doing this with each of your body's sections, looking at your art to see which colors you should use. Give it a try. Challenge yourself. The results are pretty amazing. I can't wait to see what you come up with.